ones every once in a while.
Yeah. All right.
So what do you got after this? Dos Blocos?
All right.
Hey there.
Hi, Timmy.
Hello. I feel like I gotta sit up straight in this thing.
Yeah, definitely sit up straight. This is a nice studio.
Now, the Wicked Fast Podcast with Lungboy and Timmy G.
Hey, it's Ryan Blaney.
Hey, this is Kevin Harvick.
Hey, this is Dale Jr.
Hey, this is Jeff Gordon.
Hey, this is Corey Borders. Hey, guys, it's Chase Elliott.
Hey, this is Alex Bowman.
Hey, this is Joey Logano.
Hey, this is Kyle Busch.
Hey, it's Austin Dillon.
You're listening to the
Wicked Fast Podcast.
Gonna try a little more New England.
Okay, watch this. Hey, it's Austin Dillon. You're listening to the Wicked Fast Podcast. Wicked Fast.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hello, this is the Wicked Fast Podcast.
Now, is there anyone out there who wants to go fast? Anybody?
I want to go fast.
Drivers, start your
Yeah.
Hey.
Right.
Woo.
Right.
Hey.
Wicked Fast Podcast, episode 291 coming at you. Brian Bell here.
Timmy G over here. Hello, everyone.
And we're actually coming at you live from the beautiful Big Night Studios right here at TD Garden. Mm-hmm. We can see all the people walking into the garden.
Yeah, it's not distracting at all.
No. I was kind of disappointed. I came by the Pro Shop the other day. And
Pro Shop sucks
it's
here.
very Bruin-centric right now.
Well, the Bruins own the building. The Celtics rent. It makes sense.
Yeah, well, I was looking for Celtics stuff.
It
Anyway.
sucks for Celtics stuff.
Yeah, so hi, Timmy G.
Hey, bud.
You can, of course, find us on all the socials at Wicked Fast Podcast on Instagram, Facebook. I think this might be streaming live on Facebook.
Hopefully.
I think this is up on our YouTube channel at Wicked Fast Podcast. And, of course, you can find us on Twitter, X. We're still on there at Wicked Fast PDCST. And, of course, we're a little bit, we got some catching up to do.
Yeah, we were off last week.
Yeah, we
Life
got,
is busy.
Life is very busy, and we're trying to jam these in here. And thanks to our guy Hurley and Big Night Entertainment for letting us pop in here.
Yes.
On kind of short
Hurley's
notice.
the best.
So we appreciate that. But yeah, we got a lot to catch up on. We got Bristol. We got some road racing finally. I'm sure you were happy, but we'll get into it.
Okay.
And we'll get into some fantasy. We'll catch up on fantasy too.
I suck at fantasy this year.
I was only good last week.
Yeah.
It was the only week.
As long as I win my fantasy basketball league, I'll be okay.
Yeah. So there we go. So you want to start with Bristol?
Yeah, I think Bristol's back.
Yeah.
Like officially, because if that's what the Bristol course is going, or if that's what the Bristol races are going to be moving forward, then I'm in.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so much better than the dirt track last year.
Yep.
Maybe it's the next gen car just doesn't, because I think the first couple dirt tracks with the old gen car
Well, kind of fun.
were fun.
Yeah.
But I just think we got sick of it too quick. But whatever Goodyear and NASCAR decided in that dungeon worked.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Denny Hamlin won, 52nd time he's won in his career, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. 54 lead changes. And
There was a lot going on.
strategy, tire wear, all the rubber that went up to the top of the track.
My
And-
entire fantasy team got wrecked out.
yeah, it was whatever NASCAR did and whatever testing that Goodyear did was awesome.
Yeah.
Because some drivers thought they were racing well and their tires were gone after 40 laps. Others, they were really good and they lasted 50 to 60 laps. And then some teams needed to sprint out and get more tires from Goodyear. Like,
Yeah.
every single ounce of people are just like, oh, it's just drivers taking left-hand turns, blah, blah, blah. There was so much teamwork and strategy behind it. Like, drivers had to be on their A game and be patient. That's a tough track to be patient on. And the pit crews had to be spot on because track position was everything because cleaner air, better tire, all that.
A lot of pit stops, too. A lot of pit stops. Where you
So
can
many.
Really, yeah.
So many. It
Hey,
was-
POB. P is listening, watching on
Hello, Pete.
Facebook. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, it was great. And I just thought it was great that you had veteran guys finish up front. You know, you had Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., and Brad Kay, 1, 2, 3. And that's because they know how to use their tires at a place like Bristol.
Yeah.
Even if it is a
I know,
newer
you get
car.
a guy like Denny who knows how to race there and,
And be patient. Because not a lot of these young kids are patient.
No.
No. I mean, not even some of the old guys like Kyle Busch, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, because he was pissed about that.
Yeah, I like to see it, though. That was fun.
But if NASCAR is focused on sucking fans back in that may of A, already left, or B, are new to the sport because of this new Netflix series that came out in January, they hit it right on the head with Bristol.
Did the ratings continue to kind of grow on that?
Yep.
Did you look
yeah.
those up?
If you include COTA, this is the 5th week in a row because technically Daytona 500 didn't count
Yeah.
because it was rained out on a Monday.
Right.
Right. So, or rained out and then got pushed back to a Monday. So you couldn't really judge it there. But COTA was
your
up.
regularly scheduled races.
Yes, COTA was up 6%, and they are up 11% overall this year.
I mean, that's great.
For viewership, yeah, because
great.
you know, if you want to talk about F1, I know a lot of people are sucked into F1. F1, if you take away what happened last week with Max Verstappen, snooze fest
Yeah.
every single week.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
think-
oh, no. And that's it. And NASCAR is competitive. There's different winners every single week. There's a different formula every single week, and that's what's great. Like, no one thought this Bristol race was going to be like this.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
And it was old school racing. which is what we love. So
Yeah.
and you know,
I'm
and
trying to
Denny
pull up
Hamlin
our
won,
fantasy rankings on these too.
you know, Denny Hamlin won, and you know, kind of is what it is.
Be your favorite driver.
Be your favorite driver, but our boy Kaz Gralla and Justin Haley, who are racing for Rick Ware Racing,
Yeah.
only time Rick Ware in the history of Rick Ware Racing had 2 cars in the top 20.
Kaz has been running well.
He
He's been
has.
having some really good
He
runs.
has. We're happy for him.
Yeah, it's great to see. Let me just pull up our race results on the fantasy. I got it here on my
I
laptop.
think I had another poop sandwich here.
So let me see. I got to come
I
back.
can pull it up on my phone too if needed.
All right, here we go. So for Bristol, NASCAR guy Nate, who has been asking when our next episode is going to come, make sure you hit the little subscribe button on YouTube, and you'll get a notification. Like when we planned this one, I set a notification so you'd get that. It might even be up on Twitter. I don't know. I think it could be on Twitter.
It's everywhere.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
So yeah, NASCAR guy Nate with 199, ladies night race 189. Fan number 1, Matt, 188 in third place. Hey, I was actually in 5th, tied with Double Chump for that race, so not too bad.
All the way down at the bottom.
No, you're only in 7th for Bristol, so not too bad.
Probably
Don
the best
Voigt's
finish
LeBaron
I've had all year.
Had a tough one. So yeah, so there you go. And then we'll get the overall ratings after we go over the race at COTA.
Yes.
Because what did you think? You want to move right into COTA?
Yeah, let's go into COTA.
Let's do it.
You know, my buddy Dave, a friend of the podcast who we've had on here before.
Friend of the pod.
He was down there. He was in turn 1.
Oh, nice.
He was there every year that they've been down there, and he said it was a great race. I should come down soon. He enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Well, happy for William Byron, but I'm kind of annoyed with William Byron at the same time.
Oh, why?
Because for the 3rd straight year, he has now been the first person to win multiple races.
And that's just your chaos theory of the playoffs.
I need chaos, and as
more.
of right now, we're 6 races in and have 5 winners. I need 6 out of 6. I want 7 out of 7, 8 out of 8, 9 out of 9, and then he crushed all of our dreams. And I think we may have a repeat winner this weekend too, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, because the way these cars are on the short tracks now, and this is one where they're going to do another. We'll get into Richmond in a little bit.
Yes, they are going to be using the same package that they did for Phoenix.
Right. So we've kind of.
Which is a different aero package than what we're used to, and all the drivers hated it. So.
Well, almost all.
Yeah, almost all.
All right. But what did you think of the racing? Because you're the guy who just loves a road course.
I'm a
Was
little.
it the road course racing that you kind of wanted?
Yeah. I loved how the Xfinity race on Saturday that literally dug up a hole in part of the S's and there was dirt everywhere. I thought that was badass.
Did you see in the truck race?
Yeah.
The entire axle come off the truck?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And 2 wheels just rolling down the track with no accident involved. It just popped out of the car, out of the truck.
Yeah, no, it was unbelievable because we all see bouncing tires every once in a while, right?
It's always
Loose
fun.
wheel. But basically the whole rear part of the car just dropped off and rolled, and the car just stopped.
Yeah.
And arguably one of the faster part of the tracks, too.
Yeah, it was an interesting. No one knew what was going on.
No, not at all.
Especially the driver. I wouldn't want to know what that.
Yeah, can you
felt
imagine
like.
that?
Just like ka-chunk. Oh, I got no rear wheels. Well, I guess I'll.
And then
stay
you're
right here.
sitting there, but then your rear axle is
Still
going down a hill. Like, that's crazy. No, I thought it was pretty good racing. I thought, I think this is one of the better road courses, personally.
Yeah.
Do you not like COTA?
I thought it was good. I mean, it actually had more lead changes than I thought, but it's just those guys, they just kept coming back to the top. So, I mean, it did have some turnover and stuff, but yeah, it was, I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't going to be Bristol. It wasn't going to be 54 lead changes.
No.
There was no shot of that. I just think it's one of the better road courses because I think if you look at a place like Sonoma, there's just one dominant car.
Yeah.
And Watkins Glen is pretty good because, coming down that big hill into turn 1 and then you have like the S's going into that long straightaway. I think that's fun. But I just think there are so many different skill sets that the drivers need to have. The cars need to be set up a certain way that just make it like you need to be able to drive 180 miles an hour up a hill to take a U-turn.
Yeah.
And then, oh, by the way, then you have to be steady enough with your steering to go through the S's. Oh, and then, by the way, we're going to go downhill doing 180 miles an hour into another U-turn. I just think it's It's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and I thought that anyone in that kind of lead pack could have taken that race. Like, William Byron was great all day, but I think the guys behind him were also having great runs. Like, Christopher Bell had a great run.
I mean, another 10 laps, Christopher Bell wins that race.
Yeah.
You could argue.
Yeah. He had a great run going. I mean, and Ty Gibb. I mean, these guys, they started up there. They had solid runs the whole time.
Well,
I mean,
that's
that
the
was
thing.
great.
Like, Ty Gibbs is on NBC Sports. I almost said NBC Sports Boston, but they do not do NASCAR coverage there.
No.
On NBC Sports, the NASCAR page, he is number 1 in their power rankings.
Really?
He's number 2 in points right now. Overall.
Wow. It's kind of sneaky.
Right?
That's pretty good.
He was very, very good all year. So far, and he was very good at COTA. But the other thing is like, I think Toyota is kind of taken over this road course lifestyle because as a Chase Elliott fan, Chase Elliott stinks at road courses now. And the reason why I say stinks, that's obviously a bold statement.
Well, he finished 16th.
16th.
Not
like
great.
Chase and then last year, blah, blah, blah. But Chase hasn't won a road course since Road of America in 2021.
Really?
This July will be 3 years that Chase hasn't won a road course.
And he was winning all of them.
Now he has 7 wins, like 16 top 5s. Like he finishes 16 top 10s. He finishes in the top 10 50% of the time. But you know who also does? Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, guys who have won recently in this next-gen car.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott has never won in this next-gen car.
Ooh, not a great sign.
At a road course.
Oh.
Chase has obviously won in a next-gen car, but in a road course, he has never won.
We have some Chase car news that I got to talk to you about, too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to put that. It has nothing to do with why you think it does, but I honestly forgot to put it in our little
I think
in our
you're
notes.
a big fat liar.
No, I swear to God.
Just your subconscious not putting it in the
No,
notes.
here, if I'll be honest, I have been playing the F1 game on my PS5 a lot lately because I'm trying to get
Getting ready for the place
and I
to
went
open
and
in
got
town.
just a small rant. I went on the other day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so fucking pissed.
Okay.
I went on the other day to the F1 Arcade Boston website
Yeah.
because it's opening up April 22nd.
Right.
10 a.m. when the reservations started. And I waited, and I waited. And guess, I'm still waiting. The website is still up. It has not popped up. One of my friends got through.
You, Timmy G.
I don't.
Boston sports fan, box office manager here at
Nothing.
Big Night.
Nothing.
You don't know the people over there?
I don't know a single.
You don't have a connect
I
over
know
there?
one of my coworkers knows the general manager at Putt Shack.
Okay.
But
Right across-
there is nobody that I know. But one of my buddies got through.
Yeah.
He said the earliest reservation that was available was like the last week of May, and that was at like 2:00.
Boy.
So I haven't gotten in yet.
I wonder if they're doing like a
Like
press opening.
I have like a hub, like an F1 arcade hub profile ready to go.
Right.
So when I walk in, I sit in front of a steering wheel, I'm ready to go.
You've been practicing.
I'm on my
PS5.
3rd season of F1.
Wow.
Third. That
Seems
means
like
I've
you'll be
done
ready.
almost. It will be close to 70 races by the time I'm done with this. I'm prepared. I want to join one of the leagues.
You're doing the work.
I want to join one of the leagues there because they're going to have leagues.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, the
Looks pretty
website
cool.
just kept updating and updating. Sorry, we can't do it, but please
that's
sign
great.
up. I'm already signed up. Let me in.
All right, we'll see what we can do for you there, Timmy. We got a couple of weeks till they open, so
Pissed.
see if we can, maybe
But-
get somebody in there and do some testing.
Yes, but back to COTA real quick.
Yeah.
NASCAR. I
Yeah.
put this in the notes. The penalties.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. It's understandable. But no.
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 You're not having it?
No, I'm not having it. Like, okay.
Which one? What really? What's the one that got you? That put you over the edge on the penalties?
It had nothing. So Chase Elliott got one of them, but I'm telling you this right now. It had nothing to do with Chase Elliott.
Okay.
Because I'm just not happy with Chase Elliott lately. I mean, I'm just not. He hasn't won for me in a while. He's not very good in road courses. You put him in your lineup and you're like, but like William Byron in the 24 is crushing it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
anyways, going through the S's and saying that it's corner cutting, for someone who goes through the S's a lot in the F1 game,
Yeah.
it is so much harder to corner cut in NASCAR than I think it is for F1 because F1 just has these like sensors everywhere.
Yeah.
And what's the word I'm looking for?
The camber or the
What's the
berm?
Yeah, the berm. They're so much higher, and because the cars are so low, if you hit one of those the wrong way,
Yeah.
see ya, you're toast. Your car is going into the stands.
Well, and the steering on those F1 cars is so much more precise.
Exactly. Where if Chase Elliott, and Sawyer, the competition guy, Elliott Sawyer, the competition guy, even was just like, yeah, Chase Elliott got loose, but at the same time, so wait a second. You understood the fact that he got loose, but you're going to penalize him for that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But I also understand NASCAR's thing where that also opens up a can of worms.
Right.
Because then every single person. But I mean,
sorry,
because of all the what?
Sorry, got loose.
Yeah. Because of all these penalties.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin Haley got just DQ'd after the race. DQ'd. Bye. See ya.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you go back and look at the standings, like if you had Justin Haley in your lineup, you would have gotten screwed.
Good thing I didn't.
So yeah. But.
All right. Well, let's hit.
But I think two very good races for NASCAR back to back in two different styles that someone like you and I, old school fan, can enjoy. And even though Hurley didn't watch it, I feel like if Hurley was hanging around with his friends, he could enjoy it too.
I think so.
Yeah, but of course, watching that Netflix show that came out in January, what was it called? Not Need for Speed. Something.
I think it was Need for Speed, wasn't it?
No.
It was pretty lame.
Yeah, it was pretty lame.
Yeah.
But anyways, that new Netflix show, 6 episodes, you get to know the drivers. Like one of the owners of Big Night texted me and was like, hey, this new NASCAR show is pretty cool. So if we can suck on some nightclub people, then who knows. But all right, let's talk about
full speed.
NASCAR. I knew there was
full speed.
Yeah.
But
like 6 episodes, just watch it. If so many people got sucked into Drive to Survive with that one.
I think that has obviously helped, though, because I think there's definitely a bump in the ratings, and that's great.
And the fact that they haven't gone down, I think, is showing that they have a good product.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Let me hit the fantasy numbers for, let's see, there we go, Fantasy Live for the old COTA. Let's see, where are you here, Timmy? Let me see. 10th. Left turns for days, John Voigt's LeBaron. Another bad finish down there. Oh, fan number 1, Matt, was dead last in this one. Who won it? Let me
see. I took out William Byron.
A quick look here.
I took out William Byron.
Oh, it was me.
At 3:15.
It was me.
You won?
I won.
Yeah, we were texting about this. So I was watching the pre-race, and they were showing the highlights of SVG, Kyle Larson, and Austin Hill towards the end of the race.
Yeah.
Because Kyle Larson won the Xfinity race. And what Kyle Larson did to beat SVG, I was just like, I don't care how far back. Like, if I didn't see those highlights, I would have put William Byron in. I maybe not would have had someone else in, and I would have maybe finished 5th or 6th.
So
just super annoying.
I set my lineup, and then I went back after qualifying and tweaked a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like, I pulled out Alex Bowman.
Okay.
Because I was like, I had just had a feeling he was going to do well, but he didn't qualify super well. I think he qualified like 16th or something. So I was like, all right, I'll see if I'll pull him out. And then he finished 4th. And then I pulled out somebody else who finished way up top. But I ended up doing all right because I had William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain in my lineup.
Yeah, see, I had Christopher Bell. I had Tyler Reddick. I had Ross Chastain. I was an idiot, and I believed in Bubba.
And here's what helped, too.
You got all 4?
4 for 4 on my picks for the bonus picks.
Who did I have outside of Bell, Reddick, Chastain?
Hang on, I got to scroll down and find you again. You're way down here. Okay, yeah.
So Bell, Reddick, Chastain, SVG,
Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace in the garage.
Yeah. And I believe Bubba, even though he got in an incident early with Corey LaJoie and Martin Truex Jr.
He got 2 points more than Kyle Larson.
Okay,
so he put 2 points in the garage.
But see, those 2 points are annoying for me, not because of the points. It's because I wasted a Kyle Larson start. Now.
Yes. Oh, I know.
Like, that's the annoying part about fantasy.
Yeah. And then you hit on 2 picks. You hit on 2 picks. So there you go.
Whatever.
So the overall standings right now in our league is NASCAR guy Nate still up front.
Yeah, still
Very good.
I mean, he finished strong last year, so it's good that he's got a little mojo there.
Ladies' night race and then double chump, top 3, and left turns for days. So that whole house down the street from me are running 2, 3, 4.
Cheaters.
But of course, we know that they cheat every week.
Cheaters.
And then I'm in 5th. Hey, look at that.
Look at that.
Doing all right.
Love that for
Doing
us.
all right. All right. So
All right, just real quick, want to talk about the standings and
Yes.
how I feel that there could be something, even though that we are really enjoying the product so far this year, there could be a trend that could kind of ruin it. So here are the standings so far. So Martin Truex Jr., Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney. Those are your top 3 in points, and guess what? None of them have wins. That's weird, right?
Huh.
Yep. Then Ross Chastain, then Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, William Byron, and Christopher Bell.
Yeah.
4 through 7. Guess what? All 4 of them have wins.
Interesting.
Fun, right?
What's going on, Timmy?
Yeah, and then Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, and Tyler Reddick. Chase Elliott doesn't have a top 5 finish, only one top 10 finish, but is in 9th. Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, John Hunter Nemechek, I'm sorry, what? And Brad Kay are spots 11 to 16. So I had some quick thoughts on this.
All right. I know you like the math. So.
I do. So the top 10 has 4 Joe Gibbs cars,
Yep.
1 2311 car, and 3 Hendrick cars. So let's just take the 2311 car out of it, even though we can arguably say that's the Pawtucket Red Sox. I'm sorry, the Worcester Woo Sox.
Oh, yeah.
That's my bad. The Worcester Woo Sox of Joe Gibbs Racing.
All right.
So Hendrick and Joe Gibbs have literally 7 out of the top 10. Alex Bowman is 11th, so technically 8 cars in the top 11 spots are Joe Gibbs and Hendrick Motorsports. Joe Gibbs is averaging 2.5 top 10 finishes per race.
Wow.
Hendrick, 1.5. So let's just round those up for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
That's a total of 5 top 10 finishes. That means Joe Gibbs and Hendrick Motorsports, on average so far this year, in the 6 races that we've had, are taking up half of the top 10 spots.
It's really hogging them.
Joe Gibbs has led 704 laps. Hendrick has led 309. All the other teams combined have led 585.
Wow.
So this is where I could get a little scared that, like, have Joe Gibbs and Hendrick, the ones with the most money, have really figured out this next-gen car. And part of the reason in Season 3 that we've loved the next-gen car so much is the parity.
Yeah.
This isn't parity.
Right. They're kind of killing it.
Joey Logano is 22nd in points, and Ford only has 2 cars in the top 16. Ryan Blaney at 3rd, and someone who just snuck in 2 weeks ago because of their Bristol finish, Brad Kay.
Wow. I think you're onto something here, Timmy.
But I'm nervous about it.
Yeah.
Because if every week it's going to be Denny and then William and then Kyle and then Martin and then Chase and then Christopher and then Bowman and Ty, like, back and forth.
Your chaos theory for the playoffs is definitely
Well, no.
jeopardy.
Technically, my chaos theory would be okay because we still would get 4 more winners. Technically.
All right.
Technically. But that's not great parity.
No. Interesting.
Now,
All right.
if that was how it was going to be for the playoffs and there's 2 Gibbs and 2 Hendricks, sure. Don't tempt me with a good time. Let's go. Let's find out.
Yeah.
But besides that, a little nerve-wracking.
All right.
But let's talk about this big news.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I sent it to you as soon as I saw.
And I ignored it as soon as I saw it.
Yeah. Dale Jr. on his Dale Jr. Download, another fine podcast. People might listen to that. Had your boy, Chase Elliott, on there.
Yep.
And they did this nice video where they previewed the Darlington throwback for Chase's ride, the nice number 9. And it looks great.
What race is it from?
It's from this Daytona 500 that Dale Jr. won. And it's that really nice one. It was that National Guard car.
Yep.
Kind of the red
White.
and blue with the gold reflective letter numbers on it. The 88?
Yeah.
Looked great. It was a really nice one. You don't like it?
No, I just think the throwbacks to me should be number oriented.
And Chase even had the note that his parents wrote him for school so he could be late.
I mean, everything, it makes
he
a
could
lot of
miss
sense.
school 'cause
It's
he was
just,
watching Dale win the 500.
I would just rather have Chase Elliott give a tribute to someone who's won a championship versus a Daytona 500.
Two most popular drivers, the most popular drivers right there.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I just don't want Chase to turn into Dale.
Well, he's already won a championship.
Well, yeah, but I want
I mean,
him to
come on.
win like multiple championships.
Well,
I just don't want him to win
One
all
might
the
be
cool
good.
big races. Like Dale, because Dale was very good at winning the cool big races.
yeah, what's wrong with that? It's nice. It's cool. It's
I'd
fun.
rather have a title.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to be I don't want to be the Buffalo Bills and have some really good
nice
teams.
looking car. That 9 with the gold reflective.
I
it
got
looks great.
I got a notification from Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah, you gonna buy some gear? Do they have some gear for it?
No.
Ooh, maybe I'll get some.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. What was the other? Oh, didn't Dale have some other news too? He's racing Bristol in September
Yeah, I believe he is.
in the Xfinity race.
Yeah,
And some fans are actually upset about it.
really?
Like, people are just like,
Enough
why-
already.
Yeah, like, why does he get a bid and some of these other guys that are working hard can't? Kind of interesting.
Because he's Dale. He wants to.
I'm trying to think. What else? What else? There's tire testing at Sonoma because today, which is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday.
As we're doing this,
Yes.
it is Tuesday.
Sorry, we usually do it Wednesdays, so it's throwing me off.
I generally
and then
don't know
Tuesday
what
and
day it
Wednesday, Sonoma will be doing tire testing because it is newly paved. They repaved all of Sonoma. So that'll be very interesting. And it will be Ross Chastain, Martin Truex Jr., and Josh Berry. So Chevy, Ford, Toyota.
All right.
Loads of fun. And then, do you, I didn't know anything about it. Like, I've heard of the track. What do you know about NASCAR buying this track? The Bowman.
I don't know anything about it.
It's a short track.
Really?
And half of the NASCAR drivers are like, it would be awful. Buys track. Hold on. Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
No idea.
Old school track for short racing,
Yeah.
like quarter midgets, the late model cars, and like all that stuff.
But I know
and all the drivers are like, it'd be cool for the Clash, but we already have the Coliseum. We don't need another stupid short track like this. Like
Yeah.
Kyle Busch was very upfront, probably even not as upfront as he won with Christopher Bell after the race
yeah,
at
we
COTA.
didn't get into that.
Yeah, because it really wasn't that big of a deal.
No.
I just think Kyle Busch never liked Christopher Bell.
No, definitely not. But I enjoy seeing just a video of Kyle Busch storming after someone.
Oh, yeah,
like
for
that's
sure.
always great.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
that's fun.
I'm here for that.
Yeah. No, I don't know. But if they do a nice job, like with North Wilkesboro, I'm excited to see the All-Star
But,
race
like,
there.
This
That'll be fun.
track is
Like
if
tiny little.
is maybe a splash bigger than the Coliseum.
Ooh.
I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know.
Need that. If it's for the Clash and that's how you want to do it, and you do it here, and then maybe LA, and then you go to like Spokane, Washington, and some random tracks here and there that are super small, fine. But that cannot be a regular season or playoff track. All-Star race, sure.
Yeah. I know. I mean, maybe that's a kind of.
Put
They're
all
looking
the-
at bringing those tracks back as an all-star venue.
Put
or
all
something.
the drivers in a late model car.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to Richmond this weekend.
Yeah.
On Easter. If you celebrate, enjoy. The Toyota Owners 400 on Fox on Sunday at 7 p.m. So you can actually do all your Easter egg hunts and your fun festivities.
Nice.
And then come home and
All
plop
full
on
of
the
ham
couch.
and
Yep.
watch some racing.
Yep. I'm full of ham all the time.
Really?
Yeah, because the last three letters of my last name.
Or ham.
Gorham, yep. All right,
see what you did there.
so practice and qualifying will be Saturday at 10:30
Yeah.
on FS1. That's AM, not PM.
Okay, thanks.
So, but that's going to be a great part of the race. They're all going to practice and qualify when the track's probably warm.
Yep.
Rubber takes on better, and then, it's
dark
nighttime.
out.
It's dark out, and everything's colder, and now your tires don't stick as hard. All right, so the two races that we had here last year, Kyle Larson won the spring race. Chris Buescher won the summer/fall race, whatever you want to call it. Top 5 for the Kyle Larson victory.
Yeah.
Josh Berry in Chase Elliott's car. This was like the second or third race that Josh Berry was covering for Chase Elliott when he broke his leg skiing in Colorado.
Right.
Followed by Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, and some guy named Kevin Harvick, who, by the way...
What's he doing?
He's so good.
Yeah, he is.
He's so good in the booth. He is the J.J. Redick on ESPN NBA of...
That's debatable.
He's that good.
All right.
You don't think he's that good? Or you don't think J.J. Redick's good?
Yeah, JJ's all right.
What?
You're just...
Come on.
You just, you have that Duke slant already. So.
Well, which is why I think my lineup probably missed 2 points because I was watching...
Yeah.
I was watching the Duke game on the TV and the NASCAR race on my phone. I mean, that's fair. It is what it is. But you don't... Okay.
No, but
that's a different podcast.
Yeah.
If I ever bring back
Whole
Banner
different
Banter,
podcast.
that'll be a different podcast.
I
for a
mostly
different
just knew that would get you.
That's unbelievable.
No, Kevin Harvick, he's so smooth. He's so comfortable.
He kind of
knows so much.
He
It's
kind of
great.
makes Clint Boyer look like an idiot.
Clint Boyer is kind of an idiot.
No, but
that's like,
But like, you shouldn't be up here with me, idiot.
This is why I can beat you on.
Yeah, because like Kevin's
track.
just like, the handling down here, it's really how you lift, and then Clint's like, they all better lift. That's all you have to say. Like that's it. Like it's just interesting stuff like that. All right, and then Chris Buescher when he won here last year.
Yeah.
Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, and Ryan Preece. Those were the top 5 with Tyler Reddick and Brad K winning stage 1 and 2. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention talking about the spring race last year.
Yeah.
William Byron, 117 laps led, crashed during a restart, and finished 24th. So last 4 races at Richmond. If you want to get your fantasy stuff out, can you pull up the matchups?
Oh, yeah. I'll get those.
So we can talk about those.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, and Christopher Bell. Those are your top 5 in fantasy points. Denny Hamlin. This is why I'm talking about how we could probably have another repeat winner. That will just annoy me. Not that Denny Hamlin winning annoys me. I have to be nice to him, just in case he wants to send me some like Jordan sneakers.
It's the Jordan Connect. Yeah.
Kevin Harvick had an interview with Denny Hamlin before the race and said if Joe Gibbs and Michael Jordan are calling you at the same time,
Who do you pick up?
who picks up? What do you think he said?
Jordan.
He said Jordan.
Sorry, Joe.
Sorry, Joe. Someone said you get $1 million to pick up Joe Gibbs' call, or you get to talk to Michael Jordan for 30 minutes and get nothing. I'm picking up that phone call too.
Interesting.
I just need him to come to Loudon.
I know, right?
I honestly don't think I'd go back. Like I've seen Jeff Gordon race
Yeah.
and win.
Yep.
We met Jeff Gordon.
Yep.
Chatted with him.
You almost passed out.
You met Dale Jr. and went on a freaking bike ride with the guy through,
Yep.
right? And made a great joke that was mentioned on Dale
On
Jr.'s
Dale's
pod.
podcast. That was probably that was when I peaked. That was
So
a
then if
few
you were
years
to
ago.
then meet the greatest basketball player of all time while wearing a pair of Jordans at a NASCAR race, what would be better than that? As
true.
I'm wearing an Air Jordan hoodie right now.
Although, my son, Sam, basketball fan,
Yeah.
there's this thing on TikTok where I think he's basically just trying to bait me constantly by telling me that LeBron is better. And I just think it's a TikTok trend. And
Oh, for you to actually flip
to
out.
like, yeah.
Oh.
So he's always just kind of giving me these LeBron stats. He's like, that's why he's better.
Well, Sam's what,
like,
13 now?
14.
14? Yeah, so he's never seen Michael Jordan play, so he doesn't get it.
He says that. That's the, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
It's a thing.
All right, but Denny Hamlin has 3 top 5 finishes in the last 4 races.
Okay.
And remember, he won the 2022 spring race. So this isn't really looking great for the new winners.
And and they're dominating.
Yeah, and they're dominating.
If your big team theory holds.
Yeah. Watch it just absolutely go to shit this weekend. Like Rick Rare, where,
Cavs with a win.
Spire Motorsports wins this week, and you're like, my God. AJ Allmendinger randomly comes in and wins the race.
Yeah.
But Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr. each have 3 top 10 finishes. Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott have a average finish of top 10 and or better over the last 4 races here. Stay away from Trackhouse Racing this weekend. Watch them win.
Yeah, right.
Ross Chastain won top 5 and has only finished on the lead lap one time in the last 4 races. Daniel Suarez, 0 top 10s, 0 top 5s, average finish of 22nd.
And he's already got his win. He's just cruising.
Yeah, exactly. So he doesn't really need to do that.
Yeah.
So, hey, there's Marky P.
All right.
All right, and your betting favorites.
Oh, yeah.
According to DraftKings, because we're not with WinBet anymore, Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin are each at plus 425. Martin Truex Jr. plus 600. Ty Gibbs plus 850. Kyle Larson plus 900. Chris Buescher, the guy who won the last race here.
Yep.
Not the last spring race, just the last race. Plus 1,100. $10 bet.
All right.
Not too shabby. Ross Chastain plus 2,000. And then Josh Berry, I just wanted to look it up because he did finish second here last year, obviously in a much better car.
Yeah.
Plus 6,500.
All right. All right.
Who are the matchups?
All right. Let's see if you can guess the first one.
The first one will probably be Christopher Bell and Kyle Busch.
Nailed it.
Okay, great.
All right.
Next one, I'm going to go Kyle Larson and Chris Buescher.
Nope.
Did I get any of those?
Think about winners.
Winners. This year or in general?
Like the last race.
So it will be William Byron against Denny Hamlin.
You got it.
Okay. I like these clues. Keep
All right.
going.
All right. Well, our guy who was, right up there in points and very consistent this year.
Your boy Blaney?
No.
Our guy.
He's not really our guy. We were talking about him earlier, though, about how consistent he's been this year.
Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs.
Yeah. And I need another clue.
All right. Well, he's going up against, more of an old school driver.
Martin Truex Jr.?
Nailed it.
Okay.
All right. And then it's just you and I.
Blaney versus Chase?
Close.
Who then?
Bowman versus Chase.
Bowman versus. Then I don't get the you and I.
Well, I still kind of root for Bowman.
Oh, because he took over for Dale Jr.
So
blah, blah,
I still
blah.
have a
I'm an idiot. Yep, that's on me.
I still have a Bowman.
Yep.
And he actually had a great run. He's kind of coming along. I feel like he's recovered better from his injury last year than Chase has.
1,000%.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the matchups. See if you can hit all 4 like I did last week, because it definitely helps you win like I did last week.
Whatever.
And it's probably the only time. So there you go. All right. Did we do it?
We did
it. We got to pick a winner.
Oh, yeah.
How about picking a winner?
Go ahead.
Let's see. Ty Gibbs.
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's what I was going to do. I need a new winner. Martin Truex Jr.
All right. There you go. And that's the matchup in the...
Oh, yeah, that's actually funny. I didn't even do that on purpose.
Amazing. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us, and thank you to Big Night Entertainment.
Especially on the fly. Shout out to Hurley.
Shout out to Hurley for running things in this beautiful studio, the Big Night Live studio here. You can rent this thing, right?
You can rent this thing.
Right out of here.
BigNightMedia.com for more info.
So, yeah.
Unless it's Big Night Studios. Hurley, sorry, either way.
Whatever. Just Google Big Night Studio and call Timmy and he'll set it up. Yep. You can find us on the Twitter machine at WickedFastPDCST or everywhere else. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at WickedFast Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube so you get the little ding, because you never know when we're going to pop in live from a beautiful studio like this. There you go. Is that it?
Peace.
All right. See ya.
Bye.